Digits on the beat.
I'm welding a Starlet up today. Got a big boy Bo with me. He comes to work with me every day. Sun's out. Time for some welding. Here's my pal Starlet. Man, this thing's an absolute weapon. He's just come back from a fabricator and he's done all the tubs and the cage. We're going for the pro drag look. He's done all the 5 links. So originally a Starlet was 5 link from standard, but now he's modified it so he can have ladder bars just for pure straight line drag. Today I'm going to finish modifying this rollover jig to fit. I started doing it the other day. See, I've welded it up. It was too wide for the car, and I've got to cut this side down, fit it to the front, get it up, start welding some holes up really. I just hope my van will get underneath that shutter. Yes, just made up these little plates just to sit in there out of a bit of metal lying around, just to strengthen it up really. Although that weld would be good enough, but just want to do it for peace of mind. That's that done. Let's go and move to the front. Just cut these 2 plates out. It's a bit overkill, but it's all I've got. I'm going to bolt it here and here. Right there, right on the chassis, that'd be sweet. Marked it, go drill it out now. Alright, so I've drilled, bolted through there, welded a tab on, bolted through here. I've just centered and tacked this on. I weld this up and it's time to get it up on the jig. It's up. I'll just show you the work he's had done. He's had fully tubbed out. He's had his axle strengthened, panhard rod fitted. Also he's got the full ladder bar set up as well, and crossbar. So it's still sort of 5 linked, but these bars are fixed top and bottom like that, and they stop the car. This car's purely for drag this year, so they stop the car from twisting off the line. It makes it, you know, look squat and launch straight, because this car used to squat and, well, the front wheel used to come off the ground about 3 foot. I'm going to start prepping these holes to weld up now. I do like the job the bloke's done, not going to lie. Yeah, I've been involved with this car from the start, before it was blue. I think this time's going to be the 3rd time I'm going to be rewiring the whole car, front to back. And he's got his fresh 2.2 Ford Pinto to go in it. It's an absolute weapon. I'm not boasting. He's my pal. This car is an absolute animal, and I can't wait to see it back out. It's been off the road for like 2 years, I believe. It's been off the road longer than mine has. So I'm basically just going to be filling these holes. I had a proper plug welding tool. It's just a magnet with an arm with a bit of copper on the end of it, because the copper dissipates the heat, so you can get a nice little plug weld on it. But like everything else in my life, it breaks. So just going to use a magnet and a 2p. Like that. Weld around it. The 2p weren't really working that good, so I've got a copper hammer. I've been using that. Just gonna crack on, try and get as many of these holes done as I can. I've got 0.8 MIG wire in. I don't think that's helping either, because it's Japanese steel and it keeps blowing holes and stuff. So if it keeps blowing holes, I'm gonna return with some 0.6 wire. Not bad really. It's come out alright actually, with the 0.8 MIG welding wire. Oh, fuck. Do you know what? I'm going home. I've had enough. I've had enough. Midweek madness, working on Starlet. Had enough. Playing darts tonight. So next time I'm back, I'll bring 0.6 wire. I'll get a new plug welding tool. It's pretty cool actually. He's gonna take the axles out, or I'll come and take them out. Either way, they'll be out. And we're gonna mark up all the holes, and I'm just gonna come back and steam into it. I'm back. 0.6mm welding wire and zero enthusiasm. I feel sick as a dog, but nonetheless I'm just going to crack on. As I expected, the axles are still in, so another job. I'm going to take these bad boys out, lay it all on the floor, flip the car on its side. I'm just going to point the welder at it and pull the trigger. So ill, but I want to get done. They're out. They are out. It's got a pretty tidy front setup actually. It's got the Wilwood 4 pots, the Gaz Golds, spherical top mounts, all fully rose jointed bottom end as well. So it's got compression struts, adjustable TCAs, alley hubs. With this whole setup, you can literally, the sky's the limit with geometry. You can do whatever you want. That's exactly what you need. But the rear end, on the other hand, this is complete drag setup. So you've got the 2 ladder bars. It's almost like a 5-link kit, but it doesn't allow the axle to do this. The axle will just move up and down, which is what you want for drag. You don't want one side squatting. You don't want to be squatting to that side, you want to be going forward. So that's the whole idea of the ladder bar setup. It's all fully adjustable on the back. You know, you can adjust your shocks, all the pressures and stuff, and he's had it all strengthened, because the last axle casing he had, he bent that up where it come off the start line like that and just twisted. So this time round, when it's all back up and running, it's going to be an absolute beast. So now it's time to get serious. I'm going to have a tidy up. I've just had a look in here. I think, well, I don't think, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to tidy all this up. I'm not sure about all these holes. I'm going to do that down there, and these holes here, weld all them up. I'll have to wait for him to come up so we can take the screen out, which is fully perspex now. The support bars. Mate, this car's going to be an absolute weapon when it's done. I'm in. Just, these have been ground down a little bit, but I just want to tidy it up. It just, if you painted over this, it would look dreadful. So I'm just going to use a 40 grit flappy disc. It's a worn one. The reason why I'm using a worn one is because when I need to get screws and stuff like that, see, it's got the the edge of it's, you know, it's not straight, so just going to crack on. Ground down now. It'll just look a bit better when it's painted. You know, like them welds are pretty tidy. That's all pretty tidy, look good when it's painted. Same as up there, but there's some bits like around here. Just want to seam sealer it up, and it just looks so much better when it's painted. It's little details like that that you don't think of at the time, but once you put some paint on it, it sticks out like a sore thumb. Next on the agenda, these holes in here. So I'm just gonna grind it flat. Now get as much paint off as I can around the holes, because the idea is I'm gonna weld round, same as this side. Grind all the paint off, weld round, keep welding, till I fill the hole up, and then grind it nice and flush, both sides. Should look good when it's done. I'd have a bit of a change of plan. Welding thin steel isn't great at times, but Japanese old thin steel is the worst. So no matter how low I put the welder, how thin the wire was, I still blew holes. So I welded some plates on this side, nice and tidy, and then I welded it up from here. So luckily he's a painter, so he can just, you know, deal with that. So that's the front corner done, and move on to the next bit now. Run out of battery, no chargers. I got the fat ump, so I just went home, left it. So I had to cut that video a bit short. So I'll do a bit of show and tell. My crank, flywheel, clutch cover and front pulley is being balanced as we speak. I've got a brand spanking new flywheel. It is honestly unreal. This is the friction plate to my clutch. Bad man. Got a new water pump blank. Right then. Compared to this old dog, Simon welded that up. I wonder why it's leaking, eh? That's what's going on. New adjustable cam gear chain. Maybe you can see that, it's all marked up, ready to go. Done all that. New bearings. I've been doing a little bit of skirting as well, just to this block face where the sump sits, with the old whetstone. Let's look at the state of that. I ain't having that. Need it nice and smooth. So yeah, getting skimmed, honed, blocks being painted. I'm going to put the engine together next week, and then nothing's really stopping me after that from putting it in the car, putting the gearbox on and stuff, and don't know, maybe getting it running soon. So for now, I'm going to leave you with some old school Starlet footage.